don't forget to subscribe and help the channel get to 150k subs. Hey Tabafetu, this video is brought to you by EASYBET. Click the link in the description to sign up and use code FANS50 to receive a 50 rand sign up bonus. And also, T&Cs apply. Under 18s are not permitted to gamble. Tango. Welcome to my FANS Wethu TV. It's the Petway Premiership. Orlando Pirates 1, SuperSport 0. I'm joined by Mr. Tatiana.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to you and of course my talent and Spiwe there, at the back.
Yes, sir.
First things first, again, the under-20s, they've done remarkably well. Remember I spoke about them, on my two previous interviews. We're proud of them, and I think, we are plowing, in our youth development, and if they can keep these boys, together and be promoted into, like your under 23s and everything, the future looks bright for all of us. And I think it's not also about only the national level. I think also wherever they at, the PSL teams, if they can be given the opportunity to be promoted come next season, we see a couple of them featuring in their first teams. And also I think it was Mahlangu, the striker, he got an opportunity to go to Spain. I think it's an outright opportunity, or maybe he's going to trial. If then such opportunities, they can even come where they can play, I think it's the next level league in Belgium, where Campbell is doing very well there. If you can see most of them going in those kind of leagues, in Netherlands as well, I think this will boost our national team tremendously well. Congratulations to the boys once more, and they've done very well. And our football as a standard, it's of course being upgraded. Then come back to today's game. We're playing. There's literally this meme where they showed Orlando Pirates. Was this games in hand? It's somebody whose hand has been cut. Meaning that we play. Yeah, there's nothing to play for.
Yeah.
So it's just us for who loves football, for football and about football. And as we dissect the game today, the coach came typically with a 4-3-2-1, and Orlando Pirates, to be quite honest, I think overall complexion of the game, it was excruciating, in our eyes, because come on, bro, we barely saw combination plays, we barely saw ball circulation, being flowing from both teams. It's like, I expected more from SuperSport. Why is that? Is because of course they are on the a relegation zone, and I thought like they'll be able to give us a game and probably punish Orlando Pirates, which is just I think there to honor the fixture. Mbogazi did very well with partnering with CBC, Shandu as well, who of course was overlapping every time, and also you have a Hoto who does the same thing as well. The middle of the park, they brought Amatalenta Wafani and with Silepe as well. Silepe, I still don't like his misplaced passes. Positioning is good, overlooking, it's actually good, but the final pass, the pass accuracy, it's really questionable. Something that can be fixed. However, I'm not being pessimistic about this, but I don't see that being a player that will be able to be in the middle of the park for us next season, because that is a tough position, and also you need to be physically, fit and strong as well, going to the tackles. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He may prove me wrong when given the opportunity. They gave Nkota a chance as well today, and of course Nkota delivers as well. There's some aspects of the game, as we say, every time that he can be able to improve, in the last third especially, like hold the ball, head up. I think he can be able to learn more from really. I'm not comparing the two. I'm not comparing the two, but you can be able to take some from whomever is doing well, and of course, being taught, because then most of the time when you're in motion, in moments, you don't see yourself. You understand? But then there's somebody who's saying you, like, can you please improve on this, and all of that, and then He did well, you know. Then we had Kabelo Dlamini. Shenko always puts in the shift as well, you know. But then most of the guys, all of them, the body language you could tell that that's just honoring the fixture. But he did well compared to our number 28, our number 28. Yeah, the misplaced passes. Yes, see, bruh, like you'd swear that nigga doesn't want to be in the field, man. His performance, it was horrendous. It was horrendous, you know. He is a big player, I like to think, because he has proven us that, but we don't see that kind of like character coming in, you know. In few moments, you know, let us see that, you know, show that you are a quality player, but in most moments you get caught up as if like you're an amateur, misplaced passes and all of that. Bruh, if he feels like, you know, he doesn't want to play, he just have to mention to the coach, you know, let me be benched. We had Mabasa as well, which, you know, typically Mabasa cannot be able to give you those over the shoulder kind of like, you know, runs, but then he did put in a shift as well, but still not impressed, not impressed. He looks the shirt of himself compared to last season, you know. SuperSport, they brought, of course, a back four that is quite experienced, the international in Mobi. They had Senoka, of course, a veteran, and also I see Tyson is back. I haven't been watching SuperSport for a while now. He's back, and also they had Baliti. The left back has been featuring a whole lot more ahead of Rapu. Rapu is the captain of the under-20s as well. Brilliant player as well, Rapu, but also Baliti was featuring. In the middle of the park, once more experienced cons, you know, Mabue, Ndlovu, and what's his name? Moralo, you know. Moralo, even in the middle of the park, I thought like with those kind of players, we're going to see a lot of more ball circulation. And the other guy, I think, is Aya on the right-hand side, the number 25. Saile, I mean, he's unpredictable. You know, one day he can give you an A+. The other day he can give you a -A, you know. So... yeah, an F. He can give you that, you know. He didn't offer them much. I do apologize. I forgot who they had up or on the forefront as well. Okay. But I think the first half they played better. I think what they applied on first half in terms of crossing, even though that one particular person was their striker, didn't do much, because second half that's where they introduced your Nekovic, your Bradley. Krobler, they pushed the Nyuko Mobi, up top there, and this other young player, and they started to play with the crosses, even though they created that one chance, but there were less crosses on second half compared to the first half, you know. So if the modus operandi that was applied in the first stanza applied on the second stanza, probably would be talking something else, because it is not hidden that Orlando Pirates, when it comes to aerial, what's this? Yeah. So in terms of aerial balls, they cannot be able to defend very well. And I think if that is something that we don't identify and be able to buy accordingly, we're going to struggle. You know, we're really going to struggle. Then, but in closing, it is hard to be able to give man of the match, but I think it is just, I don't think maybe a favor, but it's just a reward as well to a young Dladla. Happy birthday to him. He was turning 24 today. What a way to be able to, turn 24 and be able to celebrate. A clean sheet means a lot. First start as well, in such an institution that, of course, you've been waiting for your chance, and it came through. Congratulations to the young man. I can be able to give him that, even though he didn't do much. I think even Banjo on the other side. But I think for having to be on the part of the winning team and being the first man of defense and being the last man of defense as well, if I'm making sense, then I do give it to Dladla. To the next one, we playing Amazulu, and as we say, there's nothing to it. But and also like Kim Vidi did well. Karim Kim Vidi did very well, an assist to the goal, and again he did well against Golden Arrows, benched him. He comes in today. Guys, just if they don't want to play these players, please release them. Yeah, because it's really frustrating even to us as supporters. We can see people who are playing, guys. We can see, you give them the opportunity, they play. But then you benching them as well. I sometimes, Brad, like how Orlando Pirates is managed, the leadership, they need to change, guys. Like we cannot manage the 1970s in the 2025s and the 6. Nah, Brad, that is
Has evolved.
Frustrating. Yeah, we've evolved, in terms of football. But man, as a supporter, you can only voice out your frustrations and continue to support the team that you love so much. Yeah. But in closing, thank you so much to FANS Wethu. Thanks to the viewers, of course, who always like our videos and help the channel to grow. And you know what? We'll see you on Amazulu game. That's what matters to me.
I'm going to CAF.
I was eliminated on CAF, so that conversation is null and void to me. I don't feature in any way. My next conversation is when I feature for the next season. So please don't involve me in whatever I'm not in, right? Thank you.
I thought you speak so nice for me.